Um, okay, this is one of my own, and this piece is actually about the other stolen generation. There's been a lot of publicity and rightly so of the stolen Aboriginal children and how they were put into orphanages. The same thing happened to kids in the 40s, 50s, 60s, even the 70s. And there's actually a TV series about it right now, about the other stolen generation. This is young single mothers or people who the authorities deemed not to be suitable parents, and as soon as kids were born, they basically took them away from them, put them into adoption, and this happened to my aunt, and this is about her. Just before dinner and in between courses, Auntie Denise used to stand away from the table, arms folded, looking at the floor. She didn't purse her lips, just the corners of her mouth, but I had the impression they ached from trying not to. The rest of the family at the table, some standing, some seated, as us small ones were, a row of eyes and ears, not understanding many of the jokes, but absorbing the jocularity. And happy it was another Christmas. Christmas was a drive to Ballarat to my grandparents. Ballarat will always be my grandparents. It was old like they were, and the finest dinners ever made came from Grandma's wood fire stove. To a little boy's eyes, Ballarat has been there forever, and always will. And my grandparents' house in Sebastopol was centre of the town. Everyone was happy, except, so it seemed, Denise. Nobody else noticed her there, or at least nobody commented. When she wasn't helping with crockery or food for which everyone had to be seated to be served, she would step back and become invisible. I should smile and give a small laugh when the atmosphere called upon her to do so, but when attention centred on the table, she'd make her lower lip bigger, but not by pouting. There was nothing petulant in her expression. The upper lip and corners of her mouth would simply become smaller. I've seen the rest of my family do this in times of deep private thought. I know I do it too. But what I saw was sadness and a sense of either not belonging or not deserving to belong. We children were on a bench seat against a wall, up to half a dozen of us lining one side of the table. For me to leave the table, I'd need to clamber over my brothers, my cousins, and avoid the outstretched hand of my father swiping, as he'd say, "Sit down." I did not do this, but I wanted to. I wanted to run the gauntlet of my brothers and cousins' protestations and my father's hand to hug my Auntie Denise and ask her to sit next to me. Wish I had. Thank you.
Yeah.